Hello YouTube and Flannel Guy family. Today we're going to talk about your options for shutoff valves where you have PEX pipe involved. And these shutoff valves would be used under your kitchen sinks, your bathroom sinks, and also for the line feeding your toilets. I'm going to show you the options and also why I feel that compression fittings are a huge danger, and I have a true story to tell you all about that at the end. Stay with me. We're going to go check out your options now. Well, here we have both a hot and cold 1/2-inch PEX supply line, and PEX is pretty easy to work with as compared to copper, especially when you're trying to make curves and turns. You don't have to sweat your valves using a torch and solder, and PEX is also good underneath your sinks. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes it's very tight to the wall, and unless you're a professional, soldering that close to your wall is very difficult. So let's say you've got PEX coming out of the wall. The number one type of fitting is one where that's made for PEX, where you use your crimp tool. So you would slide this on here. I'm not gonna, well, rather not push it all the way in at the moment, but I'm gonna put a video here so we can watch exactly what happens and how you use this crimp tool, which not every homeowner will have. And there's a ring that goes around there. The crimp tool crimps down tightly so that way it doesn't leak. That is the best method to use it, to use PEX pipe with your shutoff valve. And but again, a lot of people don't have the tool. So what we're going to go to next is the push-in fitting, and some of them are made by Sharkbite, right? And so what you'll notice here is, so what happens is you push this all the way in, and the key to this is pushing it all the way in. That way you'll prevent it from potentially failing. So you push it all the way in, and you see this inner ring, this white ring. What that does is it provides support, because this is plastic, right? And so it could get squeezed, and if you don't want it to squeeze down, and if it squeezes down, you could either have a leak come out of here or it could pop out. And so this inner sleeve is a critical piece of using these push-in type connectors. And then there's a tool that you can put on here to get it off pretty easily too. So that's the other benefit of the push-on. If you ever need to get it off or change the valve, you can do that. And I'm going to have another video coming up that describes why plumbers hate and despise these types of Sharkbite. Well, it's, you know, we just had the recent Jaws release, so yeah, Sharkbite type fittings. And now we're going to go to the compression valve. And so this compression valve would go here, right? You put the ring in on here first, you back it up. Now you do this, and then the ring, and then you'd push it in here, and you'd tighten it all down. Now, the dangers of using this type of fitting with the PEX is that it's going to squeeze, and you don't have that inner sleeve in here. Okay, so it'll squeeze. You do not have the inner sleeve, and this could pop off. So there may be some that have that inner sleeve, just like this one. And if it's got the compression with the inner sleeve that's made for PEX, then you can use that. But I'm still not comfortable with the squeezing and the compression because of the story that I'm about to tell you right now. All right, this is the real life story. So, apartment building in New Jersey, and the general contractor hired a plumber, who I'm not going to mention in this video, but all of the shutoffs that were set up for the sinks, the dishwashers, and also the toilets were done with compression fittings on PEX pipe. So about, I'd say, 8 to 9 months after tenants had moved in, one of the tenants was not there, was away, and there a huge leak in the apartment above, and what happened was it was under the kitchen sink. It was the hot line with compression fitting, and the hot water line, because of the extreme temperature changes, it will expand and contract, and that constant movement, and then the on and off of the water pulsating with the expansion and the contraction, it eventually worked itself loose and it popped off. Now you've got water filling up the kitchen, going downstairs to the tenant that was not home, and I think, if I recall correctly, the tenants that were living in the apartment where the valve popped off were asleep, and they didn't realize what was happening, and the entire apartment below, I'd say the kitchen, the living room, and the bathroom down below were extremely damaged, and it was basically a gut job down below, and some cabinetry and some other things needed to be dealt with in the apartment where the fitting came loose. So so it wasn't noticed that the plumber had used compression fitting without the sleeve on the PEX pipe during for this entire project. And then a couple months later, it happened again on the other side of the building. Another one popped off. So we ended up having to hire a different plumber to come in, and I forget how much we spent, maybe $8,000, I don't know. It was only 28 apartments, but to change out all of the valves, to put the ones that use the crimping tool, and make sure that this would never happen again. And again, it doesn't matter that you installed it properly, but that expansion and contraction without the inner sleeve will create a potential serious and hazardous situation. And water is, in some instances, just as bad as fire. Well, maybe not just as bad. I say fire is worse. Number two is water. And I prefer even the PEX type push-in fittings than I do to compression fittings, because if you install PEX properly, it will be fine. So that's the story, and that's why you should pay attention and not buy a compression fitting if you're using it on PEX pipe. I hope this was helpful for you. Please hit that like button for me, and ask any questions you have down in the comments. I do appreciate it. I'm also going to put the link that I hope that you could use to help support the channel to make all of your Amazon purchases. If you use that link whenever you enter Amazon, you're going to get the same pricing that you normally would, but difference is the channel here earns a commission that helps me to buy materials like this to make these videos. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video.